Let's read it. John 13, verse 34, he says, "And a new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another." Amen. Look to your neighbor and says, "Neighbor, what's your love language?" Look to the other neighbor and says, "Neighbor, what's your love language?" Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. What is your love language? What's your love language is what we're going to talk about on today. Imagine dating. Imagine dating. If you don't mind, real quick, I want to borrow your sanctified imagination, if you can. Amen, somebody. But I want you to imagine dating a hot, fiery Italian. Amen, somebody. She's hot, she's fiery, she's Italian. Amen. Who only speaks Italian. She don't speak any other language but Italian. Amen. Or imagine dating a sexy Brazilian bodybuilder who only speaks Portuguese. He doesn't speak any other language but Portuguese. So I want you to imagine dating that type of person. Now, if you don't speak any of those languages, it would be pretty difficult, amen, somebody, to sustain a lasting relationship with a person like that. Amen. Can you imagine how frustrating it must be to be speaking to somebody, amen, that don't understand a word that's coming out of your mouth? And then they talking to you and you don't understand a word that is coming out of their mouth. That would be frustrating. Amen. That would be very difficult in order for you to be able to have a relationship with a person that you could not communicate with. Come on, y'all. Tell the truth and here shame the devil. Because many of us have been in relationships, and somebody in here right now might be in a relationship that you're talking to somebody that does understand English, but it seems like they still don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Amen. Come on, wave back at me and tell the truth and shame the devil, and understand and know that you got to be able to communicate with a person in order to be in a good relationship with an individual, right? So there are 5 love languages that I'm going to cover today, and each one of us have those love languages to tell somebody that we love them through our actions. Amen. And so this is what I tell people all the time. Don't try to love people according to the way that you love. Hello, somebody. Or don't expect somebody to love you according to the way that you love. Everybody got their own unique love language. Amen. And they want you to love them in that language and not in your own language. Hello. Y'all sitting mighty tight and quiet this morning. Y'all scared? Amen. Okay, so don't be scared. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna walk through this. Now, most of the time, if we give and receive the same love languages, we expect our partner to do the same, to receive it in the same way that we give it, right? But however, most of the time, this is not true. We want to learn the languages of love of somebody else, to use it to our advantage, to show them your feelings for them. Okay, so today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use their love language to show them how we feel about them. Amen. Amen. So when I say amen, y'all say amen. Okay? Amen. All right. So that's how that works. All right. So love language number 1, the thing I want to talk about. So if you're taking notes, you might want to get those. I want to talk about words of affirmation. With words of affirmation, if that's a love language that you want to continue to always give, is affirmation. Words of affirmation include verbal compliments and telling them how you feel about them. However, what you say should be encouraging, and you should always tell them how much you appreciate them instead of nagging to them all the time. Hello, somebody. Brothers and men, y'all should have shouted amen right long in there. Every now and then, all you need is some affirmation. You don't need any nagging. You don't need no complaining. Amen, somebody. I don't need you to tell me all the stuff that I did wrong, all the stuff that I messed up in. Amen, somebody. Credit for something. Amen. Amen. So it's the same way, and sometimes we get to talking about women nagging, but men nag too. Amen, somebody. Come on, tell the truth. Yeah, amen. So I gotta be an equal opportunity preacher. So you see, brothers, how those sisters act when I said that? So y'all better jump on the bandwagon when I come down your street. Amen. So listen. You got to find words of affirmation. You got to be encouraging. Amen. You will never get somebody to do what you want them to do if you constantly, amen, all the time being negative. Now, that don't just work in marriage relationships. It works in every relationship. I don't care if you just friends, y'all just neighbors. I don't care what you are. Amen, somebody. You can't get somebody to do something for you if you constantly putting them down, if you're constantly talking about the negative things. They will never move in that direction that you want them to move into. So they got to have words of affirmation. What are you saying, preacher? You got to say things like, I really like how you make me feel. Every now and then, ladies, tell him, I love the way you make me feel, baby. You know, look, brother, come on, tell the truth. You know, when they say stuff like that, they say be sweet and nice. You know, and look, ladies, now let me help you. Don't be sarcastic either. See, so don't be sarcastic. You know, be real about it when you do it. You know what I mean? Because it goes a long ways. It carries a lot of weight when you tell a person that you like the way they make you feel. And sometimes I think that we don't, as individuals in a relationship, we don't like to let our partner know that we're in that stage, or we're vulnerable enough to be able to let you know, I really appreciate the things that you do for me. Okay? And so then secondly, you should every now and then tell the person, you're such a caring person who's always there. If you got somebody in your life that no matter what you're going through, they're always there for you, at some point you ought to let them know that you appreciate that. You ought to let them know that you appreciate that they are caring people, are caring enough to pray for you, caring enough to help you in a difficult situation, caring enough to think about you when you are down. Amen. So things like that. You know, you're just such a caring person that, you know, no matter what situation I'm in, no matter what's happening, you there. You know, you by my side. Those kind of things, those are words of affirmation. And then also, you ought to every now and then, especially when they're doing something for you that they didn't have to do, you ought to remind them and let them know, I really appreciate you making me feel like I'm important. Like you're not too busy doing something else to where you won't stop doing that to come see about something that I got going on. You know, every now and then, don't that make you feel good when somebody make you a priority in their life? So here's another thing that where we have a problem. If you are in a relationship with somebody and they're not making you a priority in their life, then that may be a sign to you that you might need to move on a little bit. Because if everybody else and everything else is more important than you, then that's who they should be spending their time with. So you got to be careful about that. See, because if you're in a relationship, I want that person to know that, look, your time is important to me. My time is important to me. And everything that we do is important to me. So here's another thing. I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on a little bit farther. A lot of times when we're in a relationship and we're with somebody, amen, somebody, it seems like that when something else comes up, after we've already made arrangements and plans to do certain particular things, and it seems like it's always something else can trump what we've already decided what we're going to do. That's a sign to you that you're not that important.